to relationship, she says that she's tired of living her life as a hell. But today, will she figure out if her husband is lying or cheating? We don't know. Today, on Marriage Court. All rise. Court is now in session. All right. Let's get into this case today. Let's get into this case today, everybody. Mr. Grady and Miss Grady, you are here at the marriage court today saying that your relationship has been took a turn for the worse. Miss Brady, you say that your husband has been a liar, cheater, and a suspect of infidelity. Mr. Brady, you are here to prove your innocence in saying that your wife suspicions of you cheating is false, and that you're here to clear your name and clear the air. You've been together for a grand total of 8 years. You've been together for 5 years, but married 8. If I'm not mistaken here, I'm looking at the papers correctly. Mr. Brady, you are 39 and she is 45. So there's like a 5-year age difference between the ages. Miss Brady, why don't you go ahead and explain to me what's going on in the relationship? How did we end up here in marriage court today? And how did we get here after 8 years of marriage and only 2 children? Because he has 2 adult children. As of the age of 39, your children are like 17, 16, is that correct? Okay. So Miss Brady, why don't you go ahead and tell me what's going on? Okay. So he's a liar and a cheater. Okay. Tell me some things that you have found into believing that he has cheated in the past or maybe present. Okay, you have evidence? Okay. Officer, would you mind getting that, please? Getting her phone, retrieving her phone so I could look at the evidence here. See what I'm looking at. Thank you. All right, so the first text message says, "Hey, babe, what a lovely time we had last night. I'm sorry to tell you that I was married. I didn't tell you that I was married. I did not tell you I was married because I had a previous encounter of cheating, just like you have cheated on your wife." Oh. So this woman finds out that he cheated on his wife, so she flips a coin and says, "Oh, I cheated on my husband, and my husband cheated on me." So it's a tit for tat. It's like playing old maid. You flip the card over, and then next thing you know, look what you have. You think it's the police officer on that picture? Have anybody listen? Have anybody in the comment my virtual audience? Have you ever been in a relationship where you play cards, right? And the next thing you know, you're playing old maid, and the cards end up, you flip the card over, you think it's a police officer, and it turned out to be a garbage person. Have you ever played old maid? Has any of my in-studio jury raise your hand if you played old maid back in the day? Okay, so I have 3 hands. I have two. Okay, everybody plays Old Maid. Okay. Me, I played Old Maid when I was a little kid. So understand Old Maid is an old fashioned game that people play. But I'm looking at these text messages and it reminds me of playing Old Maid because she's like, oh, my husband cheated on me and now I'm cheating on him. So now I see how it feels. Just to let you know that I'm here to let you know that your wife contacted me the other day saying that, do you know my husband? She replies with, yes. I told her that I am his mistress. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, mistress. Okay. So, Miss Brady, what else is going on in this relationship, ma'am? He may have another woman pregnant. Wow. Okay. And how for sure are you that he doesn't have the woman pregnant or not? Okay, so you contacted her. Okay. What did the woman actually tell you that what was going on in the relationship when you met up with her? Uh-huh. Okay. So this is like an old flame that he contacted, right? Okay. So Mr. Brady, coming up on marriage court. Okay. Okay. So this is somebody you contacted before. Okay. So did you know that he contacted somebody that he was associated with back in high school? Okay. So let me ask you this. Maybe he told you that so you can get off his back about cheating. I'm just being honest. Okay. 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 Marriage Court will be right back. Stay tuned. Marriage Court returns in a moment. Oh, and don't forget, y'all, next week is our Marriage Court Live, season 28. So stick around for the remainder of next week because everything goes down on Marriage Court season 28. Before we air actually in the fall. Marriage Court continues in a moment. Stick around. All right, Miss Brady, you said early in the show, let me go back in my court papers, as I'm not mistaken. Oh, here it is. You said early in your court papers that according to your calculations that your husband has been cheating on you for the last 3 or 4 years without your knowledge. And according to him in his court papers, he said he has knowledge of himself cheating, but he is willing to change no matter what his marriage came by. I see that you have divorce papers over there. I'm wondering what's going to happen when this polygraph examination comes back that he has, or maybe not been cheating. I don't know what the outcome is going to be, but we're going to get to that in just a moment. So, let me go back to, you said there's more text messages on the phone. Okay, let's see the text messages because I want to know what's going on with this marriage too, because I want to know why you still with this man after 8 years, 2 children, molesting how many more children he got out there, spread it out there somewhere. He's spreading all, like people put alls in cars. Okay, so let's read the next text messages. Good morning, sugar. The lady replies, hey, what a lovely time. Thanks for changing my tire. Officer, would you mind coming over here, please? Now, I don't want you to look. When you look at this, tell me what that next message says. Just tell me. I just want to clarify what that message says because I'm just stuck. I'm stuck in hell right now. Thank you for clarifying that up. I'm gonna take this over to the defendant myself because I'm not going to that. No, sir. Do you know what that message says? Do you know where it came from in the first place? So that was a woman that you were dealing with. Okay. So let me ask you a question, sir. Why is it still in your phone? Because your wife says the message popped up through her phone because y'all two have shared locations. So why is the message popping up and sent to her phone? Why isn't it just going to hers? And you say you don't know anything about it. I'm just being straightforward here today. I'm just being straightforward today because sometimes you have to be honest. Okay? Coming up on marriage court. Okay. 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 Hold on. Mr. Brady. Hold it. Order in the court. I got this, sir. Do you realize this is my courtroom, sir? Okay. You're saying you're trying to make a point. You're trying to prove your innocence, but guess what? This is my courtroom. I run this. I'm trying to get the answers from your wife. You up here talking smack. So I appreciate you if you back off, sir. Thank you. I don't need your help for nothing. Marriage court, we'll be right back. Stay tuned. Polygraph results coming up next. Marriage court will be right back in just a moment. Thank y'all. Thank you. All right. Before we get to the polygraph examinations, Miss Brady, I see that you have divorce papers over there. You trying to figure out if you want to save this relationship or divorce. I'm going to need those papers before we get to the polygraph examination. So, Miss Brady, officer, would you mind retrieving those divorce papers, please? Thank you. I'm going to look over them. But before I look over them, I'm just going to hold on to these papers, okay? I'm just going to hold on to these papers. So I'm just going to put them right here under my desk. And bring out my licensed polygraph examiner, Mr. Michael Martin, to the court. He has been experienced in polygraph examinations for nearly 20 years. He was a criminal defense attorney for nearly 6 years. He took over his father's business as a prosecuting attorney for nearly 10 years. He's also been a certified licensed polygraph interrogator for nearly a decade now. And he was also a private detective for about 8 years going on. He started back in 2008. So now he is a licensed polygraph examiner on my investigative team. I asked him to join us here. Mr. Martin, how are you today? I'm doing a court show. I'm not losing hope. Mr. Martin, thank you for joining us here today. I appreciate you for joining us. You conducted a polygraph examination on Mr. Brady, is that correct? All right, the first question is I'm going to ask of this polygraph examination. From the women's underwear, this is something we did not talk about, that were found in the back seat of his car. Did they come from another woman? Or did it come from his best friend, Joey? His response was no. Is that correct, Mr. Martin? What did the polygraph results indicate? Wah, wah, wah. And I'm gonna do this every time he gets one wrong. So viewers, if you're watching in studio jury, listen up. The next question I'm gonna do myself. Have you had sexual contact with a woman in question named Diamond? That was saved in your phone as Diamond. His response was no. The polygraph results indicated he told the truth on that question. Mr. Martin, you asked him a third question. Is that correct? You asked Mr. Brady, from the woman that claim you got her pregnant, did you have any kind of sexual contact with her? What was his response? What did the polygraph results indicate? He did not tell the truth. Okay. I see that. Okay. So the next question is, have you had sexual contact of any kind other than what she knows about with any other woman other than your wife? He responded with no. And the polygraph results determined he did not tell the truth. Hold on. No, sir. No, you cannot. No, you cannot. No, you cannot. Sir, do you listen? I don't know what makes y'all think when I'm in the courtroom and I have this gavel in my hand and people just go to talking. Do you know what this gavel means? This gavel means when I hit it, that means close your mouth, be quiet, and stand there like a child does waiting for a cotton candy at the carnival. Okay? You don't have nothing else to say. I don't want to hear nothing else you have to say about what's going on. Because your wife is about to divorce your behind. And guess what? I don't blame her. Because guess what? What you did with her? That's another story. What you gonna do in the future? I don't know. Keep on being a player, but you ain't gonna be a player in this courtroom. Yeah, let's go to commercial break before I cut somebody out. We'll be right back in a moment. Yeah, I think I need a little touch up on my, yeah. Thank you. I know that. Add some more people to the live, y'all, before the show ends. Jesus loves little children, all the children of the world. Red, yellow, black, and white, they are precious in His sight. Jesus loves the little children of the world. Jesus loves little children, all the children of the world. Red, yellow, black, and white, they are precious in His sight. Jesus loves the little children of the world. All right. I think we're back. I don't know what I do with my pen before I see it. All right. Miss Brady, I know you put up enough of his foolishness for 8 years. You said today when you walked in here, you told me, you looked me in the face and you said, if I find out this man is cheating on me, even if I find out that he has been with another woman, I'm leaving his butt. That's what you told me. And look, it came true. You have been with a man that was playing with your feelings, playing with your heart, didn't give a damn about you, didn't give two flying apple pies about your feelings or how you felt, or if didn't care about his children. No, be quiet, sir. You don't have no room to talk right now. Because right now, I'm looking at you, and I'm looking at you because guess what? I'm looking at a future with your children. Your children are going to be raised with their mother. They're not going to be raised by you because guess what? She does not want your children to grow up to be just like you. What do you think your daughter is thinking right now? Your 16-year-old daughter. She's thinking, oh, that's okay because a man is going to cheat on me just like my dad cheated on my mom. Things are going to have to happen. And I don't know if these papers are going to be signed today or not, but it's your choice. And I'm going to direct them over to the Madam Sir Defendant. You can have your phone back, ma'am. Thank you. And I don't know what to tell you, Miss Brady, but you need to tell your husband, pack his bags, get the hell out of my house, sayonara, kick rocks, and kick his butt to the curb because he is no good. He is no good, sorry behind fool who's looking for somebody's cream to dip his stick. And guess what? That's all he cares about. If you want something like that, that's your business. But guess what? At the end of the day, somebody is going to love you. Somebody's going to love the children that you have. But it ain't, guess what? It ain't going to be Mr. Brady. Because guess what? I'm going to say once again, I always tell people, don't lick each other's behinds. Okay? This case is done.